Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to Walmart with my son and we are going to be picking up groceries to make 8 meals for $20. I am going to start by getting a buggy, putting my little partner in crime in it, and we're going to get started shopping. I grabbed these tomatoes. It was about $1.50 for 4 of them. I grabbed 1 packet of carrots for 98 cents. Then I grabbed a zucchini for $1.38. I went and grabbed 1 large russet potato and then a 28-ounce jar of petite diced tomatoes. Then I grabbed 1 pound of rotini. This was about 98 cents. And then I went over to the spaghetti, which wasn't far, and I grabbed 1 packet of spaghetti noodles for 98 cents. 2 cans of corn, these were 78 cents each. And then I'm going to grab a can of black beans as well. Black beans were also 78 cents. While I was in the bean aisle, I also grabbed a can of red beans and a packet of brown rice. I like brown rice. We get brown rice instead of white rice, but that is totally up to you. And then right above the rice, there is a packet of 15 bean soup. I went with the Cajun mix just because it was a little bit cheaper and basically the same ingredients. I grabbed 1 bell pepper for 66 cents. I went to check out and it was way cheaper than I thought. So then I went back to the aisle and I grabbed some chicken bouillon seasoning for $1.08. I grabbed a cube of cheese for $2 that I could shred, and then I got 1 more zucchini and 1 more potato, and this made my total closer to $20. So the first thing I'm going to do is pour all of my rice into a skillet with a little bit of olive oil, and then I'm going to put equal parts of water with 1 packet of the chicken bouillon. I'm going to let this cook on high and cover it. While that is cooking, I am going to cut up my bell peppers into little bitty slices or chunks. My kids like bell pepper, but not like a ton of it, so I'm trying to make it as small as possible. Whenever my rice is done cooking, I would just check on it periodically and give it a good stir. The water is going to disappear and it's going to soak up into the rice. Then you can add in your bell pepper. You're going to add in drained and rinsed black beans and then 1 can of corn that is drained. Continue to let it cook, and then you're going to top it with some shredded cheese and it's going to taste fantastic. Now, half of this cheese I'm going to use for this meal, and then the other half I'm going to save for the soup. All of these meals that I'm making today make enough for 2 meals out of each of them. So that's why this video is titled 8 meals for $20, because technically, unless you have a really large family, you could split this in half and save it for another meal. Super yummy, guys. Smells amazing. The bell pepper gives it a really good taste. This made so much food. Seriously, this is enough for like 2 meals if you cut it in half. And you can use whatever beans you want if you don't like black beans. Okay, so for this meal, you're going to wash and chop all of your carrots and put them into the crock pot. You can also do this on the stove. You're just gonna have to cook it higher. And then I'm going to put all of the diced tomatoes in here within 2 little packets of chicken bouillon. I'm going to rinse off the beans and then put them into the crock pot. And then I'm just gonna make sure that I cover it with enough water. Okay guys, this is what it looks like right now. I'm gonna give it a little stir and then I'm gonna let it cook on high. Probably for like 6 to 8 hours because the beans need time to cook. Okay, so this meal is really easy. You are going to put some water on the stove and give it a good boil. Then you're going to add in your pasta and let that cook. You're going to rinse your corn and your beans and drain it and then add it into a bowl. I'm going to cut up my second zucchini and I'm going to try to make these some small pieces. And then you're going to take 1 tomato and you're going to chop it. I'm trying to make sure that with the tomato that there isn't too much juice because I don't want it to be soggy. And then you're gonna add this into a bowl. You're gonna drain your pasta and then put it into the bowl and give it a good mix. You can add whatever seasonings you want. I think I went with like garlic, salt, and Tony seasoning. And then I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator and let it cool for a little bit, and then you have a yummy, tasty pasta salad. Okay, and so for the last meal, you're gonna need your zucchini and you're going to chop it into small pieces again. Once this is done, you're going to start boiling your spaghetti noodles on top of the stovetop. Drain them like usual, just like you're doing regular spaghetti. And I'm gonna put this zucchini into a skillet with a little bit of olive oil, and I actually ended up putting some garlic powder on it. And then you're gonna cut up the rest of your tomato and you're going to add this into the skillet with the zucchini and the pasta and let it saute. I ended up putting some parmesan that I had in the fridge on top, put the lid on top of it and let the tomato kind of get creamy and juicy. Mix it up and you have a delicious pasta. My kids loved this so much. I was so shocked. I did not think that this would be a meal that they really liked, but they did. They loved it, and if they didn't like the zucchini, I just told them not to eat it. They can eat the tomato and the spaghetti noodles because the tomato became kind of creamy, just like a normal spaghetti. I mean, obviously not as much, but you get the point. So that is it for these meals. I hope that y'all enjoyed. We really loved all of these as a family, and they were very budget friendly meals. So if you enjoy this type of video, guys, please give this video a thumbs up to let me know that you want to see more of them. Thank y'all so much for watching. I will see y'all in my next video.